All right. Let's hit that door.
Yeah, the natives tend to get restless sometimes. It's good to have a show.
It's been a busy morning.
It's been a busy day for you.
It has. And in fact, I've done baseball games the last couple of nights. I had a live thing on Monday. So this week has been crazy.
No rest for the wicked, Andy.
Only time I get to rest is when I get to sit here.
You don't seem that wicked, though. Honestly, like of all the wicked people I know, you seem pretty good. Well, good morning, gang. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I went and saw Jerry Seinfeld last, it's been almost a year now. It was April. He went on and on about the is what it is. It's like, well, it isn't what it isn't. And he's like, what is with this phrase? Can you hear Jerry Seinfeld going on and on about it?
Yeah.
I
What's
laughed,
the deal?
I laughed too hard. My date knows that I was the loudest guy in the theater. You know, I am that guy. When I go to the movies, I'm that guy.
How are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely the guy. I'm the guy laughing harder than anybody. Than anybody. It's more fun that way. Let's do it.
Good morning. We're going to bring him in. That man, it's Jeremy Larkin with the St. George Real Estate Morning Drive. Jeremy, every Thursday, it's good to see you here, even when it's raining.
It is incredible that it's raining, because spring showers bring what?
Mayflower?
Mayflowers.
Yeah.
You guys all know. Hey, good morning. It actually is beautiful because it's not like it's raining and it's 37. I mean, it's pretty mild out there.
Yeah, nearly 50.
Yeah, nearly 50. It was 60 when I walked out of my house yesterday morning. I was in a hoodie, and I went over to the gym, and I walked out of the house. What am I doing in a hoodie? I don't know what I'm talking about. Good morning, folks. Jeremy Larkin, host of the St. George Real Estate Morning Drive. I have the illustrious Jesse Paul to my left, and I have, if you're looking at the Facebook Live feed, I have Andy Griffin's his left arms in the feed.
Right.
So there you go. Running the
I have
switchboard.
tried to get him in there.
Nah, we can get it. We can back it up. We're trying to keep the audio
We'll
solid.
get a fish lens.
Yeah, fisheye lens. We're going to keep the audio great. Guys, we've got a ton to talk about this morning.
Yes, we
It
do.
is, for anyone who's listening and listening at a later date, it is the 21st of March, 2019. Yesterday was the first day of spring, which we know what that means, right? That the day was as long as the night. And the night
Equinox, yes.
was as long as the day, and it was a lovely day. It was a little rainy, and it'd be rainy today, and then I saw 74 in the forecast next week. I'm digging this.
Like Tuesday,
74?
74, yeah, I'm gonna take that.
I'll be busy painting my house then.
I love it, man. I've got lots of yard work to do, and the weeds are gonna be going crazy. We got a ton to cover this morning, a ton. We got a special guest calling in this morning from Salt Lake City that is going to share some just incredible perspective. This guest, his name is Matt Green, or you can call him Matthew if you'd like to be formal. Matt is a good friend of mine. He's been in business with me over the years. He is a multiple real estate brokerage owner. He is a real estate investor. He runs a marketing firm. He is
One of the sharpest men you'll
he's
ever
a
meet.
husband and father, has 4 kids. He's smart. Jesse said it, he's smart. So Matt's gonna talk to us this morning. We're gonna be talking about House Bill 121. What is this, a politics thing? House Bill 121 is a very controversial bill right now that is going to likely change from our perspective, in a great way, how buyers and sellers can interact with mortgage, title, and real estate companies, but more to come.
Right.
And the goal is to get people away from needing to go to 3 offices to do all this. But we'll talk about it shortly. Jesse,
Yes, sir.
I sent you an image last night.
Yes.
It's our board, and what do we call this board? Do you remember what it's called?
Our wants and needs board, our
That's-
humans board.
Homes and humans.
Home and
Homes
humans.
Wants and needs are very exciting. Homes and humans. Homes and humans. I saw 15 buyers.
Yep.
We have 15 clients right now looking for homes that they have not been able to locate and secure a purchase contract on. 15?
Yes.
Yeah.
15.
Run us through some of the price points.
We got under 200, 350, 400, 350 again, 600, 350, 300, 500. So pretty much anything up to 600,000, we are looking for a specific home.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yeah, anything up to $600,000. You know, we've got somebody looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,100 square feet-ish, under 200. Somebody else looking for 60, this is interesting, looking for a minimum 2 and 2, what we call 2 and 2, 1,600 square feet, $400,000 in Ivans. Well, Well, why haven't they come to my home? Well, they want a view and they want a specific home. Here's what's happening in the real estate market, okay? We have a board, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna share this actually to our Facebook feed this morning, so our friends can see this. We keep track, at the office of our homes and humans. Homes are all the properties that we have currently listed down one column. And the humans, down the right-hand column, are all of the clients that we have looking for a specific property, the Smiths, the Joneses, the Lewises, the Ortizes, the whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a specific property that they can't find, meaning they're out in the market, they're trying to buy a house, one of our incredible buyer specialists takes them out, every home that they try to offer on has already been sold, or it's not quite what they need.
Right.
If you have a single-family home, right now, $200,000 to $600,000, very specifically, we have 15 clients that are a potential match. It's crazy, right? 15 clients that are a potential match for your property. 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms. Which is odd because, Jesse, how has the market shifted?
It's actually shifted. We've got exactly 1.3 more months of inventory than we did at this time last year, or even clear, back in September, I just pulled it this morning, we had 2.7 months of inventory, and now we have 3.9. So it's
But what does that
growing
mean?
fast.
But what does that mean? You're throwing a lot of numbers around,
Well-
and people listening are like, we don't even know what you're saying.
What that means is if there's no other homes that hit the market, then it would take 3.9 months to sell out of the inventory. Now, a seller's market is considered anything under 5 months. A balanced market would be 5 to 7 months, and a buyer's market would be over 7 months.
Okay?
So we're just creeping up towards a more balanced market. So what, and if you go deeper, it just means buyers are getting either more wise or they're just holding off. It's just shifting, the perception, the buying power, the whole thing. Everything is shifting.
The entire market is shifting.
Right.
And we want to, we hope you'll hear it from us first. And I hope that if you're listening to our program, and you've probably listened for a long time, that there's a trust factor there, right? You know, when you say, hey, trust me, that's ironic. Hey, trust me. That's right when people don't trust you. We hope that because you're listening, there is a level of trust, and we want to be communicating to you that the real estate market is shifting. And in 2010, I shot a video that was 5 reasons St. George real estate will survive and then thrive.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison, one of our upcoming videos, by the way, of that video in one frame, and the other frame, the reality of what happened. And I need to say something. It was 100% accurate. It was every single prediction that was made was spot on. And I don't say that to pat myself on the back, it's to say that as a real estate professional and someone who's born and raised here, I've seen what affects this community and what makes it work, and why we're gonna grow forever, and anti-growth people, I get it, guys, I get it, right? I don't know what to tell you. The community cannot remain the same as it was, unless real estate values go to like $1 million for everything, and then we will very promptly keep people out quite nicely. So here's our prediction for this year. We shot a video in January. First week of January, we shared this. It's 4 things you have to know about, you must know. Required reading for St. George Real Estate for 2019. And I said that this would be the I wish I would have year in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
What do I mean by that, Jesse? What do you mean by I wish I would have?
For people that are even thinking about selling, they're gonna wake up, what you're saying is they're gonna wake up maybe next year or the year after and going, oh, gosh, I should have done that then.
Yeah. I should have bought.
You know?
I should have sold. And isn't it ironic that we could say that people should buy and sell in the same year? Isn't that weird? Like, does that seem counterintuitive to people?
It actually does, and what's I think the most interesting thing about this time is, why would it be a great time to buy when the market's getting ready to stagnate or shift a little bit? And that's because interest rates are the lowest, well, not the lowest they've ever been, but considering the last 50 years, they're astronomically low. And they can only go up over the next 5 years.
From a perspective of history,
Right.
a lot of people are gonna look back. If you're thinking about selling a home, oh my goodness. To say that this is one of the best home selling markets in the history of all time is a grave understatement.
Right.
So again, we have 15 clients looking at homes. How about 600,000 in the Bloomington Country Club area, 2,400 plus square feet on the golf course. We have, Jessica has a client looking for 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet in St. George, around $500,000. Well, that seems kind of general. Well, there's more specifics, right? And that we would answer if you called in and we can share. Michelle is working with the Talman's family. They're looking for 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,900 square feet. We've got, Alex that's been working with us has, she was working with the Elwood family. The Carling family is looking for a home in Ivans. Hawkins looking for something, 4 beds, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet. These are real buyers right now looking for homes that they can't find.
Right.
Isn't that weird? It's weird.
Well,
But have you
kind
but
of.
have you ever tried to buy a car and it seems like everywhere you look there's cars for sale, but you ended up having to go to Vegas or Phoenix to buy it?
Right.
This is that same dynamic. So, folks, if you want to contact us and if you have, and see if we can match our homes and humans board, our humans to your home, call us at 275-1690. It's 435-275-1690. Or visit us at soldinstgeorge.com. Soldinstgeorge.com, just the way it sounds. And let's chat. And as always, information is kept personal. We don't sell lists. We recently had someone think that maybe we'd sold their contact information.
Yeah.
Someone called us on a Saturday, came through our website. By Monday, they said, we think that you sold our information to 12 people. We said, well, actually, you were in spam. You went to our website and ended up in our spam folder. In this day and age, by the way, if you go to Zillow or Realtor.com or Homes.com and you put your information in, it is being sold.
That's true.
Just so you know, Zillow and all of those real estate, those national websites, they are selling your information. You don't sell information. But we'd love to visit, see if your home is a match. Has Matt called in? We haven't heard from Matt this morning. So we've got Matt Green calling in. I don't want to miss him. He's going to be dialing in here. And we're going to have a conversation about, and this is probably a good transition, about this House Bill 121. And a lot of people are like, man, I don't know if I like politics. And I don't know that I love politics either. As a matter of fact, I don't like politics. I'm not a huge fan of the political arena. I've been asked if I should run for mayor. I said, way too selfish for that, right? Because, I mean, think of what you have to give up to be the mayor. So Jesse, right now, if a buyer wants to purchase a home, who do they meet with?
They meet with the real estate agent,
Uh-huh.
they meet with the mortgage company, and then once they go under contract, they have to meet with the title company.
Yep. Got it.
If they're a seller. If they're a buyer, they have more than that. Then they have to meet with the inspector.
Right?
They
Right.
don't necessarily meet the appraiser, but that's a part of it. So there's at least 3, but up to 5 or 6
Yeah.
potential people.
Which
or
is
vendors.
crazy. Oh, but wait, what if I want to interview 4 or 5 real estate agents?
Then you've got 4 of those, and then most people want to shop for mortgage people. That's
I want to
2
talk
or
to at least
3.
2 mortgage people.
Right, that's 2 or 3.
And then I'm gonna land at the title company, most likely,
Yeah.
that you tell me to go to, or that my cousin told me to go to, or the last title company that I worked with. And we've probably got a call here. I've been teasing Matt as we intro him on. He commented on Facebook, he said, I need the number. And I said, Matt, it's on your phone in a text. Good morning, Matt. This is the world's smartest. The guy's way smarter than me, but I'm giving him crap. Listen, maybe I didn't send it because I
had
was.
that problem this morning with Matt too.
I was in a stupor. Well, I was getting my Matt over to Dixie, Tonic Intermediate. You know my Matt. So we've got Matt Green on. Good morning, and Matt. I hope that our intro was just right. Real estate investor, brokerage owner of a marketing ad agency, husband, father, cool dude.
Yes.
I think I saw cool
Very
dude in
cool.
your bio.
Very cool.
I don't know. Yeah, cool, nice guy. I don't know. I like it. Hey, so welcome, man, and thank you for calling in. You are in where? Are you in Layton this morning, or where are you at? Kaysville, Utah. Okay. It is the best. And by the way, you and I have talked so many times that we have not skied enough. I saw Brian had 8 inches this morning, and I don't know it's just never ending. Yeah. There's always next season. So, Matt, tell us, so you are a brokerage owner and you own, you have ownership stake in how many Keller Williams franchises, just so we're really open and full disclosure here. Right? Andy, is there a way to broadcast his sound into the studio? You've been doing that for how long? How long have you been a brokerage owner? Can we broadcast his sound into the studio? Can we make his sound in the studio?
Only by turning your mics off.
Oh,
Our city, live now in Davis County, in the Kaysville area, and have owned real estate brokerages here in the state for about 7 years.
so, you know, and I've worked with Matt a lot of this time, I mean, all this time, right?
Mhm.
So we're talking about this House Bill 121, and you've got some great experience, and I had a comment on Facebook, by the way, someone said, well, no sound from Matt. Yeah, that's one of the challenges when we have someone call in, right, is getting their sound, and what we're gonna try and do, Andy, I think, is link him in when I'm not talking, we're gonna let his audio come into the studio, correct? So,
And we can also upload the
Yeah.
recording to the Facebook
yeah,
Live.
we can. Matt, tell us what House Bill 121 is. Give people English, because they're just hearing like, oh my gosh, the legislature, I can't do it. What is it?
Yeah, no, so I appreciate you asking, and it's a really important bill that has had a lot of support. And then just recently here, at the very end of this process, we're starting to hear some real vocal opposition to the bill. And I think unfairly so. So the bill repealed the law that essentially granted a monopoly to one class of title and settlement agents. Last 40 years or so in the state of Utah, a very specific group, specifically brokerage owners, could not have a role in ownership in settlement and title services, title companies. Now, and we were one of just a couple states in the entire country that had any kind of law in place in the last 10 years that had this kind of restriction. And primarily, Utah was the most restrictive of all of those 10 that had anything like this. You know, what we found is, and there's a great survey, Harris survey, their most recent survey of consumers, home buyers, and asking about their experience and what their preferences were. They overwhelmingly, 97% say that they believe that in one sense or another, that a one-stop shopping experience, the ability for a homeowner to come into a brokerage or a settlement service and get all of those services was their preference. 97% said they prefer a one-stop shopping experience versus jumping all over the place to get mortgage and settlement services and brokerage services. So if you can imagine this, if you imagine a scenario, if we apply the same idea to another industry, is if you were buying a car, right? When you go to buy a car, and I love the fact that a lot of these car dealerships are touting the ability to get you in and out the door in 1 hour. Well, their ability to do that in 1 hour is because they can provide the financing, they can provide the title for it, they can do all those things that allow you to purchase a car very easily. In the real estate world, as you know, guys, that doesn't work. You've got to work with an agent, and then you've got to go across town to work with the title officer, then you got to go somewhere else across town to work with the mortgage guy. And we've got this division of services that really, in the state of Utah, the consumer gets frustrated. They're like, man, this seems like it could be a lot easier. And over from the consumer is, boy, it's so much easier to do business and buy homes in other states than Utah because of this restricted rule.
Right. So let me chime in here for a minute. And you just laid that out beautifully, man. And by the way, guys, I threw in the Facebook Live. You can listen on 890 AM. We always forget we're on the radio, right? 890 AM or 94.9 FM. I also linked the what we call the V player. It's the V6 player, the live stream. So I want to comment here. And Matt, I maybe you heard us before you even came on the air saying, well, if they interview 4 or 5 realtors and 2 mortgage people and then go to the title company, That's 7 visits. I have a client who may be listening right now. Good morning. You know who you are. They interviewed 5 agents in one day. Agents had been calling them for a month and really wanting to earn that business. And thanks for choosing us. But coming back to the point at hand, they met with agents at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, like it was an all-day event. And this gets to be so crazy. Matt, tell us, what do we got for time, Andy? Just so we know, 5 minutes. Matt, tell us what the opposition is, because there's clearly opposition to this bill. What is that?
Yeah, well, so what's interesting is this is a really collaborative bill. I mean, everyone needs to understand that the brokerage community works with the Utah Land Title Association, which, the title companies have the greatest at stake here. And so we worked, hand in hand with the Utah Land Title Association, representing 80% of all title companies in the state of Utah, to create a consensus around this bill that would both create competition and protect consumers. And so, the key here is what we do know is that when there are more service providers in any category, simple economics, supply and demand, suggest and are played out over and over again in the marketplace, that when there are more providers, prices come down. It becomes less expensive for the consumer. And the argument from the opposition is, one, that somehow this is going to create a scenario that's more expensive for the consumer, which is just absolutely ridiculous and goes right in opposition with what we all know simple economics is: more supply, lower prices, right?
Yep.
It doesn't protect the consumer. There's not enough in place to protect the consumer's interest because potentially there's a conflict of interest by a brokerage owner that also owns or has ownership in title. But the federal government has very, very strict laws governing how title services are offered and how to protect or ways to protect the consumer. We call this the Real Estate Settlement Procedure Act, or more commonly known as RESPA. And these laws, which are reflected in the new statute that is being proposed in House Bill or Senate Bill 121, absolutely protect the consumer. So a lot of the things that those that are opposing the bill, and it's just a small minority that have gotten really vocal here at the end. And you need to understand that this bill has passed both the Senate and the House with significant margins. So now it's just sitting on the governor's desk waiting to be signed by the governor. And there's just a handful of a small group of kind of this old boy network that's really trying to protect this kind of quasi-monopoly that they've had for years, and they are making arguments that just simply aren't accurate.
Right. So, and we got 2 minutes, maybe even 90 seconds. Here's what I want to state. I absolutely understand the opposition, right? I get it. It's not like, what's with these guys? No, I understand it. They feel threatened. It is a change. It is a change to the way things have always been. It is a change to the status quo. It's uncomfortable. It feels threatening. And here's the fun part about real estate. A guy was walking down the stairs, I'm going to wrap up with this, at our building, and he said, "You guys must be just crazy right now. You guys, are you just making money hand over fist?" I said, in my business, it changes every 12 months. We very rarely go more than 12, maybe 18 months without the market shifting in some sort of way that causes me to have to adjust my entire business model. And every 4 to 5 years, it's a complete shift. And so I get the opposition, and at the same time, I'm someone who's working on the ground level, as Matt is our host, our guest today. And the consumer, 97%, or polled, 97% say, yeah, we want to choose. We want to be able to work with whom we want to work with. We'd like a one-stop shop. We wish this were more like a car dealership. Here's where it's different than a car dealership. Very important, because I'm lumping us in with car dealerships. We don't bring people in and, sorry car dealerships, and slide them down, the grease the slide and push them down because they're emotional and they want to buy a car that they can buy with literally a couple signatures. That's not how real estate is purchased. We are not even at some level salespeople. We are marketers, because buyers and sellers they aren't convinced by agents to buy and sell stuff. This is such a personal, major decision. Matt, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you for being on, because our time is so short. Visit us at soldinstgeorge.com if you want to see if your home matches one of 15 buyers.
Yep.
And my last plug of the day, I want you to visit ironmanstgeorge.com and volunteer. Next week, we're gonna have Colby Nilsson on, who's the Ironman volunteer chair.
Nice.
It's time to volunteer. Thank you, guys.